welcome back to Liquid Lunch. It's live here Wednesday, August 10th, 2011, and now we are joined with the people from HA Solutions. Is that right?
It is.
HA Solutions.
HA Solutions.
Thank you.
We have Laure Amfiak here, Alexandra Knezovich, and Elizabeth, who's some relation.
Uh-huh.
Right? And Laure, it's so funny, I ran into you last week. Just a strange coincidence, right? And so it's great to have you here on the show.
Thank you.
And let's talk about it. I was fascinated when I heard your description of what HA Solutions is all about. So maybe you can just give us an introduction.
I mean, the tagline is alternative problem solving. So people come to us when they have a problem. So they come to us when they don't know how to deal with their wife, with their employees, with their tenants, with lawsuits, with debts, with anything that, you know, is not, they don't know
Any problem.
when they don't know how to handle it.
Okay. So, you call it alternative problem solving. And, you know, I was reading some of the information that you sent me, and talking about energy clearing and that sort of thing. So, I mean, it's kind of fascinating. What is the unique approach that you guys take in helping people to solve their problems?
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth is a spokesperson.
Or that would be Michael.
You know, we call it alternative problem solving because, you know, usually when you have a problem, or not even a problem, something you're not happy with, the first thing you're going to do is think about it, and then you're going to analyze, you know, how you're going to maybe overcome this, or what you're going to do with this person, how you're going to deal with them. What we do is we deal with the subconscious. So we start from clearing up all the baggage that has been holding the client back. And so our only purpose is to clear the perception. Because once your perception is cleared, you see everything around you in a different light, and you realize that, you know, maybe that problem that you've been having with your spouse or your child or your parent, whatever it is, you know, isn't as severe, as monstrous as you thought it was, you know, when you started.
Well, that sounds like a nice approach.
Yeah, it's not just clearing perception. It's actually when we remove all those blocks that Elizabeth is referring to, subconscious mind, the right solution is coming to you. And we are not one who is telling you what would be your right solution. I am one who does the session with our clients, and usually during my session we are together with the client, we are removing all those blocks that prevent you the right solution to come to you. And the beauty of our work is not the right solution just for client, but for who everybody is around the client to receive absolutely what we humans like to call miracles.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, because if we clear our mind, we're able to receive the solutions that are in front of us, but we just don't see them.
Absolutely. Like I got a client asking for helping, like the problem with daughters. Immediately I see some problem with grandmothers. You don't know what kind of karmic connection you have with your ancestors and family lines.
So, okay. So now this starts to sound weird. Okay, which is great.
Aha! Here we are.
Weird here.
But because when you start, and I've heard that kind of stuff, like a family type therapy, and then you get into the relations, the kind of relationships that the ancestors had, and it's even the idea of karma, or the idea that we can carry over experiences from previous lifetimes. I mean, all that kind of stuff is a little bit out there, a little bit. What's your approach at HA Solutions? Like, what do you use certain methodologies, or?
Yeah, definitely. We apply our work. We have some special process. Me and Elizabeth, who does energy clearing work, and I'm one who does the session directly with the client. And talking about previous life, usually I don't. But when I have a client and we are doing during the session, whatever's come up on the surface, I'm just applying my cleaning work and allowing client to experience whatever is right for them.
So I'm getting the impression that each of you has different roles. Like, are you the intuitive one, or are you the one who speaks with the person?
I'm one who deals with the clients. Yes.
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 Okay. And you, Elizabeth, you do the clearing?
You
And what
know.
do you deal with business?
Yeah,
Like
I
that?
find the people with the problems.
Ah,
Your
there we
sales.
go.
I'm on the
She
field,
does.
I'm on the
Yeah, yeah,
road,
yeah.
I'm everywhere. That's why you saw me, I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
She is. She keeps us very busy.
Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I just would like to, Elizabeth, if you would like to say what Ha means on Hawaiian
Right.
language.
Ha Solutions. You know, most people pronounce it H-A. No, that's it's Ha, like as in Ha, breath of life. It means the breath of life in Hawaiian. So it's what we do is we like to bring a new breath to to everyday life, meaning new perception, clarity. We'd like to give our clients a flow, meaning all the stuff that we've been kind of carrying around with us. We want to give the client a way to kind of just release all of that and start afresh, start new.
Okay, so let's.
So do you have a problem you'd like to?
No, I'd like
Many.
to add something. It seems very intangible what we're talking about, but the beauty of their work is it brings very, very, very tangible and concrete results. When we talk about miracles, it's actually things that happen in our clients' life that really solve their problem. It's not just thin air.
Yeah,
Like
it
we
is.
save our clients from lawsuits. We
That's it.
like we have concrete results. Like they come back to me after a few weeks, sometimes after a week or after a day, and they tell me what has happened to them, and I can't even believe what has happened to them because we have cleared a block on their way that has then brought a solution. Like this landlord with his tenants, he had 2 lawsuits on his back, and with our work, the 2 lawsuits just vanished. That didn't happen.
That's so weird because when we think about, in the normal mindset, the
Correct.
Western mindset or whatever, we think cause and effect
Uh-huh.
in the world, right? And we don't think, and yet we do hear stories that you clear up your own personal stuff, you be the change you want to see in the world, you clear up your own personal stuff, and then everything changes around you.
That's
Can you
true.
can you talk about
It's
sort of
exactly that.
the mechanism? Like how does it work?
It's metaphysics. Like
How
when
does
you,
work? You mean session or?
No, when you clear
No,
your
we'll
blocks,
get to
you
that,
change
but-
your vibrations. I think you change your
Exactly.
vibrations, and then you attract different events. You attract different people, different messages, different opportunities that come to you. That will actually solve your problem.
It's
So
interesting
like
that
you change your environment, that has an effect. And keeping in mind obviously that everything is energy, right?
It is.
This is energy, right?
It is.
So it changes, energy can travel, it's immediate.
Yeah, it's interesting
Right.
that you brought that up. Actually, we have 3 ebooks on our website. They're going to be put up there within a matter of days. And there is a personal ebook, which is just talking about relationships. And the whole focus of our work, I feel, is the relationship with the self. Ever since we've been brought up as little kids, we're taught, be nice to this person, you gotta love your parents, you gotta be nice to your siblings, you gotta be loyal to your friends. You're never taught about yourself. And I feel that that is one of the most important aspects of who we are, is that relationship with ourselves. Once we kind of, once we figure out who we are, and start loving who we are, then everything changes because our perception clears. So if you're in a relationship where you're unhappy, or if you're in a job and you'd like to be making more money, and you can list a million problems that people have, most of the time it's because subconsciously, very deep down, you don't love yourself.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's very intense. I know what we're saying is really like, what? But, once we start working on that with our clients, everything changes.
Everything.
Okay, how did you guys, first of all, get into this business? And second of all, how did you guys meet? How did you guys find each other?
Yeah, it's a wonderful adventure. I love this adventure. It started with Alexandra, who started to discover this gift like in 2008. She started to have sessions, and she started to see some of my friends for sessions. And last summer, she asked me to do sales for her, because she said, if I'm with the clients, I cannot be on the road and finding clients. And end of 2010, like the big idea came, like the big vision, the big picture, not just the one session.
So what's the big picture?
Has solutions.
We're going to, the vision is really to teach people to love themselves. That's really the big vision. And we're here to remove the blocks that people have to start loving themselves. Because sometimes we can't do it ourselves. And they have this ability to see what is in us that is preventing us from, getting what we want. So they start the work, and after the clients can continue on his own.
Yeah, this is the big picture that actually, after our 4 months program and personal development program, that you will be able to begin your day with peace of mind and for 10-15 minutes just to do whatever you will get from our session and then receive peace moment by moment. Because we are so addicted to big things to happen to us, to spectacular things to happen. Then we forget that little dots, like getting peace moment by moment, can bring us those big things. And that's what we do with our clients.
And Alexander, you were mentioning something about 2012, and you said, like, if we go on this way, like...
2012.
I wouldn't bring 2012 now.
No, but you're saying like, if we continue this way with the crash at the stock exchange and all those big, things happening everywhere, like we have to change the way we deal with all those things.
Exactly. I mean, 2012. It's coming. Are you going to ask what the question, Shio?
No.
No.
Thank you.
Okay. But what I do want to ask is, it sounds like, Alexandra, that you're sort of you and Elizabeth, you're doing the actual hands-on work here.
Correct.
What is your special gift?
My special gift. Moment by moment, I have, when clients come to me and I develop my deep relationship with my client. When I start to love my client unconditionally, I receive all kinds of messages. Like the moment clients say, I have a problem with my son, I just got it when the block is, and I'm working, and son is not a problem, unfortunately, something completely differently. And we remove that. Is really something very unique about Has Solution, because the problem that appears on the surface and our intellectual mind perceive as a problem, actually the roots is something completely different. And that's what we do. We together with our client, clean up.
Yeah, that makes sense because a lot of times we project the problem and the person feels it, and they basically react or behave in the way that we want them to.
Exactly. Yes, I feel like people play a role exactly as you would want them to play a role, and that includes, unfortunately, somebody who agitates you or angers you, and you're like, oh, you're mean, and whatever. But they're not. They're just there to do exactly what you subconsciously want them to do.
So I wanted to ask also, is it like how long do your sessions last, and is there an average number of series? Like, is it one-on-one, like once, and then, like, how long does it last? Is it 2 months?
We have beautiful that I recently created, and we are really successful. We have a 4 months program. What I got inspired to create 4 sessions during 4 months, but we have some clients who said, no, I can't wait. I have to see every second week. It's 45-minute session with me, and usually I talk to the client, like just allow to express what their problem is, and then we have 45 minutes session, one-on-one, very confidential, just between me and client. Even Lord doesn't know. Then we have very, but then we are dealing with very, very big stuff. It's
intimate stuff.
Very, like, you don't have a clue, like, what comes up what comes out of the closet, right? And then client has during 4 months to access to we call Has Solution 911. let's say they're getting a very important business meeting, can text me or call me and have my support. And now I just would like to see with Laura and Elizabeth, probably we will have also every week for our clients who attend 4 months program, like morning 10 minutes meditation, just to help them to go through the week and, you know, to have that easy lifestyle.
Did you mention the ongoing support, like the ongoing?
Oh yeah, no, I
the
didn't.
most important. The one session is really important, but really the background work of this cleaning work is done at home during the meditation.
Every day we have a
They
connection with the client.
The client fills out a form with his name, address, and the issue. With this form, it's how they actually do and connect with the client from home. So every day they take the files and they work on every file.
And we work on those
Oh, I
files.
see. By distance.
But we,
By
Yeah, we
distance.
have clients all over the world, and you know, even some of the sessions with my mom are done through Skype or phone.
Yeah, to Skype.
You know.
Okay.
But the purpose of the remote cleaning is, again, just or clearing is just to start to remove blockages in the client, so that, you know, they start to experience more flow. And what ends up happening is, you know, once we work on a client remotely like this, the sessions themselves become stronger and more powerful.
Yeah.
And you know, we like.
All right, we're back here on the show that had a weird technical issue there. Probably Alexandra did something, right? Alexandra.
Well,
Does
she
this
meant-
happen a lot?
Just to show who his solution is, right?
Yeah, because Laura mentioned that 15 minutes and that's it. That should be
That's
enough.
it,
So
exactly.
The universe told us that's enough.
Thank you.
For today. So we're going to get you back
Okay.
and talk about how specifically you guys can help with real estate professionals and business people and that sort of
Correct.
thing, right?
Thank you.
And we're going to give out all the contact information in just a second. But Laura, you were mentioning you've got you're doing a big networking event or something coming up.
Yes, we kind of launching HA officially, and we have partnered with Metro Active Networking Group, and we're putting together an event on October 12th. So come out. It will be posted on Facebook and all the social media.
Okay.
Yeah, will be amazing.
And what kind of event will it be?
It will be a business networking event, for sure.
Do you know where yet?
Where?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Okay. Somewhere in the GTA.
Yeah, or downtown Toronto.
Okay, great. And then for people that want to get in touch, just check out, maybe get some of your ebooks or just find out more. Where can they go? On your website,
Yes.
which is
hasolutions.ca.
okay. So hasolutions.ca.
.ca.
Hasolutions.ca. Fantastic, guys. Thanks for coming in today. Is there anything else?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you. No.
Do you have does anybody else has any kind of
If
question?
if
Then
anybody has a
we can
question.
wrap up.
Like what?
Obviously not.
Whatever
yeah.
you got inspired to
We
ask
have
us, or
lots
we are
of
done.
problems.
Oh, you do.
Oh, are you
Alexandra.
going to be offering a free demonstration for anybody at the station here?
Yeah, let's think. Let's see.
session?
Probably we're gonna get something in our mind when we come back.
Okay.
Thank
great.
you.
Well, we
Thank
look
you
forward.
very
Nice to
much.
meet you all, and
Thank
look
you.
forward to having you back some point soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there's Laura, Alexandra, and Elizabeth from hasolutions.ca. Let's take a little break, come back with David Patrick from the Linux Cafe right after this.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a lady in a rag selling poison tags from a lonely roadside stand. And the uptown lights were far too bright to feed her. And did you tell your